It's quite a chilly autumnal day here, but I'm really enjoying it because it's really dry at the moment for once, and so I'm able to come out here and do some jobs I've wanted to do for a long time. One of them is to repot my pineapple guavas. I've got 2 of them. They're really beautiful. They are evergreen. Last year we had a really cold winter and then they really suffered here on the patio. I think it got extra cold somehow and they just got such a huge amount of foliage loss. So I want to put them in a more sheltered position this year, and I also want to repot this little guy here. So the 2 ones I have is, this one is one that was just grown from seed, not by me, but I bought it. It was unnamed cultivar. So it's like really a case of potluck. You just don't know what kind of fruit you'll get, but hopefully I'll get some next year. They're getting to be quite a decent size now. They're nearly as tall as me. And this one over here is actually a named one. It is called, I think it's Triumph. Let's just double check. It is indeed Triumph. There it is. Yeah, so I got this one last year as well. And I checked the bottom of the pot. There's no roots coming through that one, but this one over here, as you can see, there's also some little cucumber melons still out here twirling their way up everywhere. Cute little things. I might have to pick those soon. They're very sweet. And let's look over here. I want to show you just how pot bound this little guy is. Look down here. All those roots are coming through. So I need to get him out of here, tease him out of this pot. And I've got a much bigger pot here. Well, not much bigger, it's a perfect size up. I need to clean it up. I've got some nice potting mix down there, mixed with all kinds of goodness. And I mean, this is not the time of year I would ordinarily want to be repotting plants necessarily, but I think it's a necessity. And it will give him a chance just to get settled in now for the winter and hopefully do really well next year. And maybe next year I can find a place in the garden for him. We'll see. Time will tell. But I'll get on with repotting him now. Look at that. I removed all the pine cones. You can just see how the roots are out. And down here, there's so much extra roots. I mean, it really needs a repotting. Poor thing. Glad I'm doing this now. Oh my goodness. I'm like the worst plant mom ever. That poor thing. Okay, I'm going to tease the roots out and then get it into a nice pot. Poor thing. So in the end, I repotted both of them into really good sized pots here. This one over here, which is the Triumph, wasn't as bad root bound as the other one was, but we're losing light fast. So I'll just show you really quickly. I wish I had matching pots. I think when I bought them in Aldi, I was going to put the grey one in a different part of the garden, but now here they are. And it'll be fine because I do want to plant them into the garden, into the ground next year. That's my plan. So it's just temporary really, just to keep them going over winter. And once the roof is done, we can look at the garden again and see what we can do. But this way, they can be out of the danger zone, any zones that become dangerous with the scaffolding going up and everything. And I can keep them nice and safe, and hopefully they have enough nutrition in there and enough space to maybe flower and maybe fruit, because recently I've been seeing lots of videos from people here in the UK showing their beautiful fruits and tasting them, and they just look so good. And it's such a wonderful thing to be able to grow quite tropical fruit here in the UK. And these ones are supposed to be fine outside. As I said, they did suffer during our very cold winter last year, so I'll bear that in mind and try to put them in a more protected spot out of really cold winds. And I could even just cover them with some kind of blankets or things if we get really cold temperatures, but we'll see how that goes. I'm just really happy I managed to repot them now before it got too cold. We've been out collecting lots of leaves just to mulch the pots with, and very soon I'll be moving these pots into a more sheltered position for the rest of winter, but they should be nice and snug there, I hope.